Hello and welcome to the Questing Door channel. My name is Hunter, and Hytale is coming fast, and players are finally getting to purchase Hytale for the first time ever. If you want to catch yourself up on all the Hytale news in the past couple weeks, stay tuned. Starting with the latest and greatest news, Hytale is available for pre-purchase. While the game doesn't launch until January 13th, those of us who want to support the developers a little early and secure our usernames before we start playing can do so by purchasing one of the three editions, ranging from the $20 standard tier, the $35 supporter tier, and the $70 Cursebreaker or Founders tier. All three tiers have their own special cosmetics, and each tier above standard unlocks all cosmetics in the lower tiers. Now, some might think it poor judgment and dishonest business practice to price a game at $70, especially when knowing that the game is clearly unfinished and buggy. But they've been anything but dishonest when marketing their game. Simon has been adamant that players who are not comfortable with early access should not purchase these editions and should wait until the game is finished. And this notice is even on the website's store page as well. I truly question those who try to make Hytale look bad because of this. They must be truly grasping at straws to find something to hate on, or they just can't fucking read. These higher tiers are only there to give those of us who really believe in the game a chance to kickstart Hytale's funding. It's not as if the barrier of entry is the highest tier. I mean, everybody has $20, come on. In the past 2 weeks, Hytale team has posted 2 new blog posts detailing Hytale's PC hardware requirements and their first FAQ, answering questions the community wanted answers to. Notable highlights are that the PC requirements for running the game at a standard 1080p and 60 FPS are quite low, meaning that Hytale will be able to run on most computers astoundingly well. We know that optimization is a huge deal to Simon and the Hytale team. This is great for those of us with older systems. Here are some looks at the render distances possible with Hytale. Keep in mind that these are all possible to achieve with 60 FPS within the recommended specs of the game. Render distances are calculated in blocks in Hytale instead of chunks. We can divide these by 16 to compare to Minecraft's render distance, and as we can see, with Hytale, a much larger render distance is achievable, and with the optimization priorities, there's no doubt it'll all run great. As for the FAQ, many players have been wondering about a potential release on Steam, to which the team has replied, no, not initially. We want to spend our time in early access working with our existing community to improve the game, rather than chasing the flood of cold first impressions that could overcorrect the game's direction. We don't shy away from honest negative criticism. We have been very critical of the state of the game ourselves on social media. We simply want the first steps of our journey to be influenced by informed players, rather than large-scale first impressions from those unfamiliar with the game's development background. I completely agree with the team's sentiment with this. To the ill-informed hater, this may seem like a cowardly move, intentionally avoiding a platform where reviews by players are easily accessible, but they're 100% objectively correct in not putting the early access on Steam. Imagine a bunch of brain-dead Redditors find Hytale on Steam, ignore all the warning signs about it being an early access title, and proceed to buy the game. Those brain-dead Redditors then play the game, get pissed off that it's buggy, and leave thousands of negative reviews on the Steam page. They then refund the game and never play it again. Good riddance, right? But no. Unfortunately, even if they themselves are gone, the smelly festering pile of Redditard reviews are still there. And any potential new players will see the Steam page's score and either hesitate or forego their purchase of the game due to the Steam score summary. These are not informed reviews that care about pointing out the bugs and helping the game improve. These are just ill-informed fools looking for something to complain about, no matter how small that thing will be. Not tainting the game's Steam representation early is a good move from the devs. The FAQ also answers if there will be ports of Hytale to consoles or mobile devices. The answer for both is not during early access, with possibilities for development in the future. I suggest reading the blog post for yourself for any questions that you might have wondered about. There's a lot of interesting stuff here. In a more lighthearted direction, some new screenshots were shared around by Simon to various community members in the Hytale account, showcasing some landscapes and locations we'll get to see in the game. First up is this one, showing off a lone adventurer on a hill surrounded by a dark forest. He's holding what we know now is a mithril axe, and wearing a helmet that I'm particularly excited about, as well as a fur cape. Pretty cool shot with this one. In fact, so cool, I made it my Twitter background. Next one is of some ruins that look to be in Zone 3, I'm assuming because of the pine trees. We get to look at vertical slabs again here. Still very excited for those. And we can barely see some Quebecs in the back. Hopefully staying safe up in those trees. Then there's this one, an area from Zone 2 with some lava caves and a chest on the right, surrounded by some scary looking trees and more mountainous terrain. I believe we saw this area within the gameplay video. I'll put the footage next to each other. It's probably the same area. Lastly, we get a look at a ruined village in Zone 3 with a statue. Now, I'm pretty sure this statue is facing away from us at the moment, but I'm assuming that it's a sculpture of Gaia, the god who created the world of Orbis. It's a weird angle for the model, because I'm not sure if these are arms or hair, but it's a nice look at the state of the common people of Hytale. Truthfully, I don't know, but I assume that our player character is going to be one of the only humans apart from the Outlanders, and any other traces of humans are going to be like this, ruined villages that we just kind of find remnants of throughout the world. While I'm at it, I'll show off the various cosmetics from the editions of the game, starting with the standard tier outfits, then followed by the supporter tier, and finally the founders tier. Remember, each tier unlocks all previous tiers' cosmetics, so higher paid supporters don't have to purchase the lower tiers in order to get all the cosmetics. It's been a crazy couple weeks, and there's bound to be even more in store for the next few leading up to launch, especially judging by this tweet Simon just put out, as I was recording this. As always, if you want an unfiltered news source for all things Hytale, go ahead and subscribe, or I'll kill your entire family. And yes, even the